bit of a mishmash.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Not your traditional old mining cabins that we normally discover.
No, a little bit more modern.
But 70s, maybe?
Judging by some of the vehicles around, I'd say
70s, 80s?
maybe 60s, 70s.
Well, judging by the carpet and the furniture, I would say 70s.
Ooh.
Lots and lots of mouse poop.
Yeah.
So cinder was first discovered here in 1948, and they carried on mining right up until the 90s, 1990, when the cinder mine closed.
Mm-hmm.
So this obviously wouldn't have been associated with that, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got more modern, like the brickwork and the way mixed with the old style of how they, you know, the round post. It's like a telephone pole with the beam sitting on top.
So how many bedrooms do you think?
So that's just one. There's an outside room and then the kitchen.
Well, this is a large bedroom. It says here, you have entered the home of a family that hand-built this house and cared for the surroundings. This was not abandoned. The family had to leave because of unjust circumstances. Please be kind and respect what was once a family's home.
Mm-hmm. And that's why, you know, people get pissed off at us, but that's why we don't say where a lot of these places are, because most of the time people do want to come out and enjoy this, but you get those one type of people that come out and they have to break the windows, they have to pull all the drawers out.
They have to do the graffiti.
They have to spray paint something. They just, you know, you can't just leave well enough alone. And that's why these places get shut down, because people just can't be respectful.
That old dresser, it's ornate.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch too much though, because there's a...
Yeah, a lot of droppings. There's a magazine, or sorry,
December
newspaper.
21st, 2000. So that's 10 years after the original mine closed.
Okay.
So maybe they ended up putting a mining claim in after the big mine closed.
Yeah.
And did you know that 9 million tonnes of ore, of cinder, was mined, but they only sold 1 million of it. The rest, the 8 million, are all left in piles.
Oh, wow.
True story. So let's go this way. Oh, yuck.
So these are homemade shelves here.
With cinder blocks.
Yeah.
Is that what you call those?
Yep, cinder blocks.
Fridge.
Just piles of old newspaper magazines everywhere, I guess, for a fire starter.
Ooh. Oh, yuck.
Ooh.
That looks like a cake. It's not though, it's a candle. That is really disgusting.
But quite funny.
So mouse is home now.
Yep.
Apple cider vinegar. See now, that's a new...
Newer can.
Yeah, that's a new can. It's a pull top. Not a pull topper, one of those pop tops.
Oh, so like a little mudroom.
Yeah.
And then...
No trip would be complete without a trip to the loo.
And it's not smashed up, surprisingly.
No, just rat droppings everywhere.
Yeah. And then over here, you got your shower. Nice, rudimentary, but it works. And then outside here, I've got a small porch. which leads to another little trailer.
But before we go outside, let's go back in the house because I just want to take a quick look at the kitchen. So I wonder if this was kind of like a pantry, or like you said, a mudroom with the extra fridge. Yuck. Not a lot left. See now, to me, it looks like somebody has taken out all of the kitchen cabinets, the way the wallpaper is around.
Yeah.
Kingsford corn syrup. New, no bake pies. I was wondering if they had a date on it. But I'm not picking it up.
No.
Nothing in there. Just some plates and a toothbrush.
Huh.
Always makes you wonder what happened to people to just leave this place.
Yeah, well, they said it was circumstances, unjust circumstances, so.
And this just looks like a little pantry.
Certainly does. All right, so back out from the front door. We're going to go along the back of the house here. You see an old wheelbarrow. Get another look at how they built this. And you see all the cinder rocks up on the corrugated metal roof. Keep it from blowing off in those windstorms. And it's kind of weird too with the kitchen being here. You got these giant windows that just look at the back of this hill instead of out over the valley, which has a better view, I would think, but oh well.
But the other thing with this is that's wood, these are blocks.
Yep.
I'm wondering whether or not this could have been the original building, and then they built this at a later date on top of the wood.
That's a possibility.
I'm just looking at the, this end one, which was the pantry.
Yeah, again, another different technique of building.
Different technique, but look at the...
Yeah, the roof.
Yeah. Because that just seems a bit bizarre that this would be made of wood. That's just my theory.
Yeah, well, I guess also the thing is, I mean, you build with what you've got. So, because this was nicely done.
Yeah, that's what makes me wonder whether or not that could have been the original miner's cabin. Because you've got a chimney on top as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a extra storage of the blocks in there, it looks like. 'Cause that's a weird, yeah, the more you look at it, that's a weird space right there that just looks unfinished.
Yeah, I think that dates back a lot older than this. Look at that old Joshua tree, isn't it beautiful?
I know, it's massive.
And then the old trailer. Okay.
Yeah, go on all that. Oh, yeah. It's a bit wobbly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, just be careful, stay on the joists.
There's not really much to look at in here, actually, looking at this.
Okay, it's like got some storage in there. Oh,
It's pretty disgusting.
yeah. Old propane bottles, rubbish.
Okay.
I guess next.
That trailer up there.
So here's a look inside that trailer. As you can see, they have left some furniture behind. The floor's look in really bad shape, so we're not going to step into this one. The other house had all cement floors, so with this one being up on blocks and rotted, we're not going to chance it and damage it anymore.
It's a decent sized trailer though, isn't it?
It is. And it's nice and open and airy. I mean, it's, you know, kind of inviting. It's not dark and closed in.
So again, would you say this was an 80s, 90s trailer?
It very well could be, unless they did a little bit of remodeling sometime, you know. On the back side here. And see, it's just full of bullet holes, every window smashed open. It's disgusting how people behave with items that aren't theirs.
Yeah, we can't get in there.
Yeah, you can see that little porch is rotted through.
There it says, keep out. Danger. So that would be the old water heater? Furnace?
Just the furnace, yeah. And then around the front, again. So this would have been with a water heater.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
The hot water heater.
Hot water?
A little birdie's nest.
Yeah. All right. see some of the equipment and whatnot up there coming into view. And you can just make out in the very center of your screen now, that's the top of Tonto. Excuse me, that's the top of M, which is on Tonto. And they're sitting on this ginormous cinder pile that was never used. And also, one of the things about these sites, you come across like these old vehicles all shot up, just rusted, decayed, left out. It does remind you of that you're in like some dystopian future and coming across remnants of civilization in what once was. It's a bit of an eerie feeling, especially when we're way out here in the desolation. And that creepy, creaky doors behind me. Now this process seems fairly straightforward and simple. From what we can gather, you just take the cinder rock from the mountain, dump it into a grizzly, comes up this little conveyor belt, smash it down to smaller pieces, and there you go. It's been refined. If there is more to this process, please let us know.